so I've got some music on today. We're listening to some classic Pokemon lo-fi. It's a little loud for me, so I'm gonna turn it down. There we go. Okay. So, I left off, we go into here, check everything's level 20. So I left off right before Brawly's gym. And I have come up with a decent plan to take on Brawly. I don't think it's a good plan. I'm not going to claim it's a good plan. It is a plan. It is a plan, and I'm gonna try to utilize it. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to take my evolution, because I'm almost guaranteed that this will be coming. So, not endless candy. We're gonna go ahead and give Surskit our rare candy. Now, the only stat that I thought about increasing was Stuffle's speed. Because if I were to buff Stuffle's speed... Now, granted, I have a bunch of fights to do here, but I don't think that, like, Stuffle has... Okay. Stuffle has really good stats, except for his special attack, special defense, and speed. I'm talking IVs here. But everything except for those stats are really good. So, like, it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. Hang on. I guess I don't need that much damage to be done. Yeah, okay. So we're taking this. Go ahead and take a look now. Its moveset should be as follows. Gust, Struggle Bug, Quick Attack, and Scary Face. Yes, very good. So I have 6 fights to do before Brawly. This should go pretty quickly. So let's just get to it. Okay. We're gonna lead Vivian, we'll put it to sleep, and then we will air cut her. If we get woken up, we press it again. And it shouldn't be here, it should be here. So on this, if I have to, I can swap here, then into this. I like that'll give me a fresh reset on Mask. And then here, if I get the pitch out of this, can wipe it. Okay. First trainer was pretty easy to come up with, so let's just go ahead and take him down. I'm gonna grab Rhyhorn. Vivian's our lead. Grab Fletchinder for backup and Stuffle for backup. And we'll go ahead and put, I believe, Cherry Berries on at least you. You, and you. Everyone else can get one berry. So first thing, we're up against Battle Girl Laura. But we gotta talk to the good old entryway attendant first. It's basically just explaining the rules of this gym. We're gonna head into Battle Girl Laura. Don't you dare brush me off. It's not my fault if you cry. Battle Girl Laura. Real. So turn 1, we sleep powder. Turn 2, we air cutter. If he wakes up, good. Okay. So this makes the next one easier, because now on Stuffle, I just air cutter. And then on Mankey, I believe I just, once again, air cutter. For sure. About as easy as they come. We'll head over here. This trainer is going to be a little more difficult. So realistically, I probably could lead a couple different Pokemon here. Like Stuffle does pretty good damage. Girdle does not do good damage. But I could like fire off a Razor Leaf, and then I'm always living 2 dual wing beats. The question is then what do I beat after that? And then it's not really a question I don't think I want answered. Fletchender's not great lead either. So if I just go here, let's just plant Girdle. So we'll lead Girdle and we'll Razor Leaf twice. We're always safe to do that. With an item equipped, he always sees dual wing beat. If he high rolls every hit, I'll be at 7 HP. So it's a high roll on every single hit, and then it's random move. So in that event, I need to swap into Krabby. So we'll bring Krabby as our backup. Then we can bring Mask, Vivian, Fletchender, and Pidgeotto. I feel like this song is in like pretty much every single playlist that I've put on. I don't care because I really like this song. Dude, Pokemon Explorers of Sky, Time, Darkness, and Sky, they all, dude, they have a special place in my heart. Those games are amazing. Highly recommend them to anyone who has never played it. If you're hearing this song, you know the emotions that come with it. Krabby will go no item just in case. And then everyone else can hold an Oran Berry. The other reason we go no item on Krabby is in case the random move that he gets swapped into is... I'll show you the gumption of a sailing man. I'll show you the gumption of a sailing man. Okay. So we lead here. We're just gonna press Razor Leaf. So he did 16 and 16, I believe. Yep, 16 and 16. I took 32, which is about the average roll that I'm gonna be taking here. But it doesn't matter because I have enough HP to fire off another one. That one procs. I get to eat my Oran Berry. Nom 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 nom. And then he deals more damage to me. So 17 HP keeps him in range of only pressing dual wing beat. Which gives me a free swap into my Scuttle Crab. Yeah, if there's a Pokemon I'm okay with sacking, it is Scuttle. On Scuttle, we Aqua Jet for the kill. And this will bait out Heracross, who at 30 HP should only ever bait Pin Missile. On Pin Missile, I want to go to Brand. Because this really does not do very much damage. I think I can always live a 5-hit twice. Unless, like, literally all 10 hits crit. Yeah, they do 3 hits apiece. Guaranteed to do 3 hits apiece. Even if it crits every single hit, I'm only taking 42%. So I'm always safe here to press Aurelius. That puts me at -1. Take away his crit chance. Oh, I meant to give myself -1 defense, not -1 attack. That doesn't look like it's range to kill here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has range to kill. So I'm gonna swap to KO. Okay, it's fine. I reset the defense drop, which is what matters. Okay, dude, if I'm gonna get hit with... It's always pin missile again, so I can get into Ash here for free. He's in Swarm. I did, in fact, put him into Swarm range. Okay, dude. Come on now. Thank you. So quick attack will never kill here. I'm just gonna make sure. Grab my handy dandy tape measure. Yeah, he's at 20%. So I min-rolled on the Aerial Ace. I just have to press Gust and hope I don't get crit. The less hits he has, the better. I think 1 crit wouldn't be too bad, but like if I'm crit 3 times, okay. Ends up being good. He hit, what, like 3 hits and 5 hit? Crazy from this Heracross. I didn't have a great answer to the Heracross, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Next trainer should not be anywhere near as difficult. Let's go ahead and load it. So, yeah, usually this is just the best answer into Makuhita, and it will continue to be. Should bait here on either Thunder Punch or Ice Punch. Which... what can I do here? If it's Thunder Punch, I can't go here. I can go Stuffle. I can just hard pivot Stuffle. Hard pivot Stuffle, fire off a secret power. If it goes Draining Punch, or proceed to then bait Draining Punch, which I can go into here, and then this can take out the next 2 Pokemon. I can also utilize Fletchinder. Surprisingly, Krogronk. And also Rhyhorn if needed. Let's go ahead and grab our new members. Fletchinder, Vivian, Mask is the lead. It's actually surprising how much a rock type can get use in a fighting type gym. Like, most of my Pokemon logic is based on base games. In base games, you just want to rock up to the gym with 6 Pokemon that are super effective. If you're doing more than that, you're kind of trolling. I think I said I'd maybe put a Cherry Berry just in case Thunder Punch ends up doing some funny shenanigans. Battle Girl Lilith would like to battle you. Sends out Makuhita. So this is an easy one. He's gonna fake out here. He's gonna get burned, and then he's gonna bullet punch. This should then bait out. That's not what I expected, but it ends up being good because I can press Gust into Quick Attack. Okay. So I guess the important question here is there is no important question, just pivot to set. For the most part, I can eat everything here. If I get frozen, it's a little unlucky, but yeah, no freeze. Drain Punch gets fired off here. We're gonna fire off a nice, powerful Secret Power. And then that opens it up to be pressing Drain Punch again, where I can pivot into Kale. Kale eats the attack, outspeeds Ledian, and kills with Air Cutter. The Prio Mach Punch doesn't matter. Okay. Let me text box my way through this. And then bring it up to the next fight. So we got Meditite. I will say Meditite is most often countered by intimidating it, then getting into a Pokemon that can eat the Intimidate. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to Intimidate it, swap to Grotle, Razor Leaf twice. I'll say, could I also go Krabby and Aerial Ace twice? I think that might be better. Go into Krabby, eat the Fake Out. Aerial Ace twice should take the kill. Yeah, I can do that. And then that should be here. We should be fairly healthy. I mean, what's this put me down to? 18, 36, 47. 47 minus 36 minus 7. So it's possible I could be put down to 14 HP. Most likely I'm baiting Vital Throw, though. Okay. But just in case, I do think I want to bring someone who can eat a normal type attack, which is Rhyhorn. And then I just have to get back in to here. Mask. And then on this Girder, I just need to get into Grotle, fire off like one attack, and then get into Vivian. It should be, for the most part, free. I can use Krogunk as a last resort. So I will say this team right here is going to give you the biggest preview, probably for any team, for what the final team will look like. This team is very similar to what I'll be rocking up to Brawley with. And then I think we just put Oranberries at everyone. Let's check to make sure we got orange on everyone. Very good. Let's head into here, and then this is the guy that we're taking out. Okay. Lead, Intimidate. He always goes Fake Out. Press Aerial Ace, and we eat a Brick Break. So he rolled 6 plus 16. I'm never in threat to die here because I have shell armor, so I can just press Aerial Ace again. Okay, puts me down to 19 HP, which I believe should take me out of facade range. Yep. This should put me into Vital Throw every single time from a choke. Very good. Gives me a very free swap into Ash, who comes in, intimidates, and they can fire off 2 gusts. Well, as many gusts as it takes to 2-shot it. It should only be 2, but if he protects and like hits like a couple double protects, it ends up becoming a little bit of an issue. Okay. At 49 HP, the highest likelihood is that he presses Rock Throw, but there's a chance that he presses Low Sweep. Just in case that chance happens, I'm going to grow into Girdle. Because no matter what, Girdle can always eat 1 attack and fire off a 2nd attack. And we're always eating Low Sweep from Girdle. But that's actually good, because a Razor Leaf plus swap to Kale eat the Low Sweep. That doesn't matter. Speed fell, that means 1 stage. I can then outspeed and press Air Cutter after I eat a Mach Punch. Very good. And that is Black Belt Christian. Next up is Black Belt Takao. We're going to pull up right here. Once again, we reset it. Vivian is a great lead. And so I guess we probably want to bring out Mienfu. I don't think it would go Mienfu because it would see that I'd kill it. So it should go here second. But if I lead here, it also sees that I kill it. So it's going to go here on triple axle. Okay, that's fine. So it'll go Baniri on triple axle. Which... I guess it could go fake out, right? It could fake out turn 1. Yeah, there's a very high likelihood that I do not get triple axle turn 1 and it's actually fake out. So in the event that it's... In the event that it's fake out, I think I go Fletchender. And then I'm just going to fish for a burn. Because on this, I just need to find a way to get into Drain Punch, which means maybe bringing like this would be good. Because I can also utilize this to go in and then bait triple axle into here on Rough Skin. Which might not seem like a lot, but Rough Skin does... Yeah, Rough Skin will end up dealing 3/8 of its HP, just with 1. And then that gives me a better swap into, like, Mask. And then I could end up probably using this to get back in. I think this is what my... Such a weird looking 6, I'll be honest. Okay, let me go through this again. So we take Mach Punch, baits here on either fake out or triple axle. No matter what, I'm gonna go here, and then I think I'm gonna roost as long as the fake out doesn't crit. If the fake out crits, then I'm going straight here, going straight here to eat it, bait jump kick into here, or I can bait jump kick into here and then just fake out vacuum wave twice. And then Rhyhorn will be used to swap in here if necessary. Actually, okay. Plans are changing. We go into here. We Rock Smash. That baits into here. This kills. Baits here on Drain Punch, which is completely safe. Or Fake Out, which is completely safe to go into there. I can also use Grotle on this if I have to. And Grotle handles it very well. Okay. Let's go get a new team. Is the rest of the team already in there? It is. Is this just... Yes, it's just Oranberries all around. So we need an Oranberry on Stuffle. Hair Cutter. Bates Baneri. On Banir, we go into set, should be Fake Out. Very good. Here we Rock Smash. This gets me into Singed on another Jump Kick. Or I can Fake Out Vacuum Wave. And then this is always going to be Fake Out again. Yeah, this will always be Fake Out again. I mean, it's never Rock Slide. It's never Rock Slide, so I can just go back into Kale. And then Kale can kill with Air Cutter next turn. Nice. Black Belt to Cow is down. Okay, last trainer before we have Brawly. And then I am completely ready for Brawly. At least I think I am. But I'm not going to bother planning for the best or worst case scenario. I'm just going to plan for the best case scenario. And if things go wrong, I'll plan it during the fight. Okay. So if I'm going to be honest, I think the best play here is to just Rock Smash. Drop his defense, and if he changes to... Yeah, if he changes type, Secret Power will kill. So Stuffle will Rock Smash plus Secret Power always kills. Question is, who does it bait? I'd imagine it baits here on Incinerate. Is that fairly accurate? It's fairly accurate. If I'm at 100% HP, which is likely what's going to happen, there's a chance he sees Flame Charge. But I think either way, Fletchender's the swap. And then Fletchender's got to handle this. Grotle can handle the Golett. So I guess I bring you for backup. You and you. This team also has a lot in common with the final team that I will be bringing. I guess that makes sense, right? The Pokemon that are strongest against the gym trainers should probably be the strongest against the actual gym leader. So lead will get a Cherry Berry. You get an Oranberry, you get an Oranberry, you get an Oranberry. And then the both of you will need Cherry Berries. So my question is, does Vivian's Draining Kiss one-shot the Hakomo? It's pretty close. Yeah, so we just put Cherry Berries on them. Because if she can recover most of her HP in her own attack, I think it's good. Alright, Battle Girl Jocelyn. Let's see what you got for me. There's no need for Brawly to be involved. I'll crush you. Sure you will, Jocelyn. Sure you will. Alright, turn 1, Rock Smash. Always. Knocks it to around 50% HP. Puts it at -1. Turns into an electric type, which is what I wanted. And then at -1, no matter what type he is, as long as he's not a ghost type, Secret Power always kills. Pignite. This is either Incinerate or Flame Charge. It's about a 50-50. I believe it's actually 60-40 Incinerate. But yeah, there's the Flame Charge. So that puts him 2 points of speed below me. So I will simply press Aerial Ace. If he presses Flame Charge again, I do have to think about swapping. Because I believe there is now a chance that I can die to a crit. But he's now guaranteed to be pressing Takedown, which is completely safe to swap into my Scuttle Crab. He should be in Blaze range, but I don't think that matters. Yeah. And then Aqua Jet will kill. This kills, baiting always Galette. Oh, interesting. Oh, it sees kill with Dragon Breath. Obviously. Here we go into Vivian. Vivian eats the Dragon's Breath, and if it paralyzes, I have a Cherry Berry equipped. It does not paralyze, so I'm simply going to press Draining Kiss. We're going to heal up most of my HP here. And he shouldn't press Iron Defense because he sees that he gets killed. Pops the Citrus Berry. And then we had Dragon Tailed out. Grotle. Grotle's probably the worst one that we could have gotten. But at least this is pretty much guaranteed to now be Iron Defensing or Dragon's Breathing. So I can go back into Ash. Because he sees that, hey, this guy doesn't deal that much damage to me. Maybe I can press Iron Defense. And he decides, I'm just going to press it again. I'm going to repeat the cycle a couple times. Until he really does not want to press Dragon Tail. There we go. And Gust always kills here. Gust will always kill here once he decides to stop acting like this. I don't understand why the AI presses Protect when they're guaranteed to die. And then on Golett, we go into Grotle. Because Grotle is the best answer into Golett. I can always tank 4 Shadow Punches, and it only takes 2 attacks from me to kill. Correct. I can always tank through 4 Shadow Punches. Is that right? Not that it actually matters, but yes, that is right. I can always take 4 Shadow Punches. Yeah, like at this point, it doesn't actually matter. Okay, and that is all of Brawly's gym, except for Brawly. So I will now go get prepped for the gym. Yes, we will now go get prepped for the gym. Okay. So, the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to deposit everyone in, and then we're going to pull them out like they're being drafted. Since Masquerain has already been evolved, it's pretty obvious that Masquerain will be coming to the fight. However, let's now draft the rest of the Pokemon that I will be bringing to this fight. Okay, the first Pokemon that I drafted is Vivian. The second one, I needed a normal resist and a rock type resist. There's one Pokemon who gives me exactly those conditions. Welcome to the team, Rhyhorn. As you have already noted, my third pick was actually Mask. Mask is already on the team. Next, I need a Pokemon with Shell Armor that can kind of tank Hitmontop, can kind of tank Lopunny, and can kind of fire off an attack on Poliwhirl. Welcome to the Team Grotle. Next, I need a Pokemon that I can sacrifice, 1, if things go wrong, and 2, I need a Pokemon that if things go well, but not super well, that can fire an attack off on Combuskin. There are 2 Pokemon that I considered, Carvanha and Scuttlecrab. They both have access to the move Aqua Jet. However, one of those Pokemon is not tanky at all. The other one has Shell Armor and can live a hit. Welcome to the team, Scuttlecrab. And then the last spot, I need someone that can do okay against Scraggy. Now, I will say, my Scraggy answers aren't great. Straight up, I don't have great answers into Scraggy. I'm actually starting to consider Krogunk as maybe being the mon to bring. So that always puts him, hang on. This always puts him down to 26. Minus 26 puts him to 30. Let me do some quick maths. Okay, I actually have to redraft my last Pokemon because I'm not 100% sure anymore. So Krogunk can actually dish out 26 damage to this, right? It has 58 HP minus 26 HP, which is a Fake Out plus Seismic Toss, puts him at 32 HP. At 32 HP, let's say I'm at like 60% HP. There's a chance that he sees rest, but there's also a chance that he goes for another attack. And at 55, we're not guaranteed to kill. I also don't like the attack that it's going. I don't like that it's going Feint Attack, which kind of makes me want to use Stuffle. Yeah, I'm going to use Stuffle. So then the last Pokemon that I'm drafting is Stuffle. Now I just have to make a couple quick swaps here. Vivian is our lead. And now to give the items to the drafted Pokemon. Most of our Pokemon are going to get the coveted Oran Berry. At this point in the game, there's not many items to use, period. But the Oran Berry provides 10 extra HP, which in a lot of Pokemon's cases can be anywhere from like, so in my Pokemon's case, it's between like 14% and 20% at the lowest. But for most Pokemon, it's about a 15% extra health that they have, which may not seem like a lot, but it is. I'm gonna go ahead and save. And then I'm gonna get up, walk away. I'll be back in about 2 minutes to do this fight. Okay, I got about 30 minutes. Hopefully this fight does not take that long. It shouldn't take that long. If it takes that long, a lot of things have gone wrong. But at 30 minutes, we're gonna go see the Wicked for Good movie with my girlfriend. She's watching the Wicked 1 movie right now to get herself in the mood, I guess. But this is my team. Okay. I need to focus up, so the music's getting turned off. And then we're getting in-game volume for this one. Things could either go very well and I have 0 deaths, or things could go extremely wrong and I end up with probably 2 deaths. I'm Brawly, leader of... Never mind. And I've grown through the pitch black cave, dude. So you want to challenge me? Let's see what you're made of, dude. right. Turn 1 and turn 2 are set plays. Turn 1 is always Sleep Powder, and turn 2 is always Air Cutter. Do not give me a turn 1 wake up, please. Or give me a crit. Either would be fine here. Okay, no turn 1 wake up. No turn 1 wake up. Okay, good. So that makes things very easy. Now all I have to do is, he sees that he's going to die, so he's going to press Sucker Punch over and over again. I'm just going to press Protect. There's the Sucker Punch. And now he's pressing Sucker Punch again. Or at least he should be. There it is. Sweet Sleep Powder again. And he's guaranteed a sleep turn here. So I can Air Cutter and kill. I would have just repeated that process until he Sucker Punched 2 turns in a row. Good. Exactly what I wanted to happen. We go to Rhyhorn on the first one because it's either Fake Out or it's Rock Slide. Rhyhorn has to eat the first attack. Good. Fake Out's the one that deals less damage. Now we're going to get some pivots off. It's -1 here. If he Mach Punches. So he's just going to alternate between Mach Punch and Rock Slide here. I'm just going to pivot a couple times until I get to my desired HP. This is -2. It's -2. I need to get one more swap off. Good. No crits so far. I mean, if he's going to crit any move, I'd rather it be one of these moves. -3. Okay. So my HP right now is 54 on Ash, which is 84%. It's a little lower than I would have liked. But it's still fine. I'm just double checking things right now. Okay. So Mask's at 84% and Rhyhorn is at 79%. Okay. So Rhyhorn's a little healthier than I thought he would be, and Mask is a little less healthy than I thought she would be. Oh, I guess they're both she's. Sorry. Rhyhorn's a little less healthy than I thought she would be, and Mask is a lot less healthy. Okay. Either way, here is always Rock Slide again. Yeah. At -3, it's always Rock Slide again. So my swap is simply into Girdle. And now in my notes, I have here to press Sand Tomb. my next note says to press absorb, but I'm going to double check again. So he's at about 74% HP. 70. Okay, we'll call it 75% HP. So he's about 75% HP, which is about 42. At 42 HP, I'm going to do 7 with Tick. And then my absorb will always also deal 7, which puts him down to always at least 28 HP. That's exactly what I need. Ooh, big crit. I'm at 72% HP, so I'm at the high range of where I thought I would be. Okay. This is still always Mach Punch, so I can go into Ash. And then I need to be above 46 HP here. Good. That does 2 damage. Perfect. So we're going to Gust as we eat another Mach Punch. Please no crit. Good. Perfect. Everything is going according to plan. And then Gust takes out. We should now always be baiting Lopunny. Okay, things went a little out of plan, but I think it should still be fine. Okay, this is always Rock Tomb. Okay. Things are going a little not according to plan. So that was a high roll. And now he's going to Power Punch me twice. Power Punch, I'm at 38 HP. The only thing that I'm afraid of here is a crit. Okay. Hang on. I need to go consult the documents. I think he sees fast kill, so I don't understand why it's... He sees guaranteed fast kill with Power Punch, so I don't understand why this calculator is showing 70% for Rock Tomb. Yeah, he should see fast kill, right? He shouldn't press rest here. But why does he not see power up punch? I don't understand what I'm seeing right now. I don't understand. I don't understand this. So his power. Hang on. This means that Brawly's Scraggy won't Power Punch if you have any killing rolls on it, even if Power Punch is a kill. So he's what? Likely to press Rock Tomb here? It's very likely to Rock Tomb here, and Rock Tomb will pretty much always kill me. There's like 5 rolls where it doesn't kill me. I can't go into here. I guess I could go into here, but then I'm losing out on Krabby for later. Hang on. If Krabby goes in, Krabby bounces this out, and then it beats here, and then I can just take the death on Krabby. But then this gets speed, and then this might become a problem. The combustion might become a problem. I'm just... It's at -2, +2. If he heals and I go into Krabby... It could be really bad. But I don't think I just want to let Set die. Right, I don't want to just let Set die. And since he doesn't see that he has a guaranteed kill on Stuffle, there is a chance that he presses rest. I don't want to go into Scuttle because I feel like it's kind of... I think it's my only play. I unfortunately think this is my only play. And if things go wrong, I've accepted. Okay. The calculator was right. He did go for Rock Tomb. Aqua Jet always kills from this range. Okay. Scuttle Crab's 100% dying here. I don't think there's any amount of swapping that I can do that saves Scuttle. Well, hang on. Let me think. So the thing is, Scuttle's not coming back in unless... Yeah, Scuttle's not coming back in unless he's dying. I just need to get damage out here. There we go. Okay. At +1 speed. And at, we'll call it 50% HP. If I go into Mask, I think it's bad. I think my play here is to go into Vivian. If I'm risking a Pokemon, yeah. I'm risking a crit here. Big. This should bring out Lopunny. And then we're about to start a big pivot chain. Okay. I need to get this pretty low. First is Ash. It's -1. -2. I'm just slowly thinking through every move. I need to make sure that things go correct. Because my HP is quite low on pretty much all my Pokemon right now. -3. A little bit of me talk. -4. What's the difference between -5 and -6 on the damage rolls? Nothing. There's no damage. There's no difference on the damage rolls from -5 to -6. So that was 4. This will be 5. Well, actually, the damage on Drain Punch is different. Might as well go 6. I'm not taking very much damage on these Pokemon. -6. Okay. So now I want him to Drain Punch into Grotle. So we're gonna go back into Scion. So, I mean, Mask could always theoretically take the kill on Lopunny. Then we go into Grotle at -6. We take very little damage. First thing is we press Sand Tomb. We need to start chipping at his HP. We're at 62% HP. So now I need to keep myself as close to 62% HP as possible. Does what, like 4 damage, roughly? So if I take 4 damage here and put down to 37. Okay, that's fine. We kill with Grotle at 40 HP. And now here is the next part of how bad can things go. Poliwhirl comes in. I need no freeze. I need no freeze. Okay. At 21 HP, I'm always baiting Ice Beam again. Unfortunately, I only have one Pokemon left who can tank an Ice Beam. And it's only some of the time. If this crits, Masquerain dies. If it doesn't crit, Masquerain lives. If it freezes, Masquerain dies. All other scenarios, Masquerain gets the kill here. Come on. No crit, no freeze. Okay. 1 Death Brawly. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Struggle Bug always kills. And that was a very stressful Brawly. But just before my time limit is up, that's Brawly. Oh my god. Oh, that was hard. Yeah, There was one thing that I didn't account for, which was the fact that Scraggy doesn't go for Power Punch if he sees that you kill it. I guess I didn't account for that. Not I guess. I didn't know about that, so I didn't account for it. Even though I know I've read that part in there multiple times, but I didn't understand it until now. Now that I understand it, it doesn't make it better, but no crits on the attacks that matter. Scuttle Crab, you're doing exactly what every Scuttle Crab in League of Legends does. Die to the jungler. Okay. And with that, we're gonna mute her. We're gonna put on some lo-fi music, and I'm gonna quickly level everything up to 25. My next level cap. So I believe, yes, we'll get access to Signal Beam. Thing is, I don't get any other. Get Air Slash 31. Like, I don't get any. Like, it's so hard to get fairy type attacks that I feel like I should be keeping this. There's also not many fights in between here and the next gym where I would need Air Cutter, so I think I'm fine with getting rid of Air Cutter here. May seem dumb, but I don't. There's no reason to get rid of Sleep Powder. There's no reason to get rid of Protect. Yeah, let's get rid of Air Cutter. I think most of my Pokemon don't really learn very many attacks. So unfortunately, I'm just picking up a bunch of bad attacks on most of my Pokemon. I think I get Mega Drain on Growl. Nice. It's just better absorb. Submission. I mean, is this pressing Baby Doll Eyes? Probably not, but does it get anything better? So, I mean, it evolves at 26. We'll get Payback. What will this guy's moveset end up looking like? Probably some form of punches. I feel like I keep Rock Smash for now. There's not many Pokemon with access to it. Ooh, do I take this? If I delay it, I can get Dark Pulse at 32. Nah. This guy's a physical attacker. Okay, quickly. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk quickly looking ahead. I think Zygarde will look a little challenging, and I think Zygarde looks challenging right now. Like, truly challenging. And then the rocks usually are pretty challenging. I need a decent fighting type. Yeah, I don't have... I need my next couple encounters to be pretty good. Or else I'm gonna be struggling through the next gym. So the thing is, do I keep Vacuum Wave? Also, I feel like there's no way I'm keeping Seismic Toss if I have access to low sweep. Does that not get anything? No, Nuzleaf won't get anything till 26. Almost done, almost done. Almost done, almost done. One more Pokemon, 2 more Pokemon. Yeah. So, I mean, there might be a way that I can find my way through it. I think there probably will be. Am I ever using Growl on this? I don't think I'm using Growl on this. I'm not using Confuse or either because I'm not playing around Confused Tactics. Unless I absolutely need to. Okay. Safe here. And then that is... So after having beaten Brawly, that is where I'm going to call it. I'm going to save like 5 trillion times. Okay. So I ended right here at 2 hours. I'm just updating everything before I get offline. 2 hours, 56 minutes, and 34 seconds. Update that. Yeah, Brawly ended up being a little more difficult than I thought. I lost Krabby, which I didn't want to lose, but he was... Here, I'll pull up my notes here. Yeah, you can see my notes here. I guess I ended up deleting what I thought I had. Can I check like my history? No. But this is the prep that I had for it. Lead Vivian, Sleep Powder, Air Cutter, Protect, blah, 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 Pivot, Swap Wordle, Sand Tomb, Absorb. Yeah, this was the part that I had wrong. Is I thought this would always be POP, so I could swap Vivian, but I had this wrong, so this is where I had the steer. And then Krabby ended up dying, which isn't what we wanted, but it was not expected, but it was... I did write in my notes that I was okay sacking Krabby if I needed to. And he ended up being the one that I had to sacrifice. Anyways, that's the recording. I have to get going to the movie.